Just about set for football now at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Allen now off the bootleg. He finds Devontae Smith. Nice game here. He's going to be marched down at the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The shotgun, here's Jackson. To the outside, and he's got Jefferson.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses it. We want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill.
Number 43, Justice Hill, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Lost of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll take off again. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. And even 30 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And this takes him into the right zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Man in motion is Smith. First down, Allen. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll step up and run. Now the Eagles use the last of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The score, Eagles 10, Ravens
3. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. The Ravens offense going to take over just before the half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. Jackson looking to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Jackson now to throw on first down. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Lavonte David doing his work on defense.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second down, Jackson. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson up top again. He'll step up and run this.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now, Jackson will get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Jackson. into the hands of Flowers. And he is very close to the first down, but an high ball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? We're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now. They make their way back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. They'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Complete to Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't wait.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes Barkley, and he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Open man, downfield is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Barkley. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's Barkley. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard is going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
One more time, they try Barkley. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night. Counting down toward the kickoff here at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. This one taken at the 7. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second down.
From the 33, here's second and a couple. On play action, here's Jackson. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Here's a third down and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Jackson now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Raven first down. So come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he shows off those strong legs through one tackle. Gives him a gain of 8. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Henry. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Henry. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Fullback trying to power it home. And he's not going to get there. They have stopped him short. It's a turnover on downs, and it comes as we hit the 2-minute warning. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Off he goes. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. From the gun, Josh Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's 2nd and 6. That's Goddard in motion. Allen gonna throw again. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again. It's Allen. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
On 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
2nd and a yard. They bring Chase in motion. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, nothing on the scoreboard in the first 2 quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He's dropped for the loss of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw. Now a screen set up with Barkley. Goes brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now let's check on the flag. Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Crazy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2. Brings up third down and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, here is Allen. That one, taken in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So, points. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, Jackson. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. A pickup of 44 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities in the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. He will have a Raven. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. For that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
At the 4-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. Design run here with Jackson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
2nd down, Jackson. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly. And now it's 3rd and goal.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Eagles use their first time out here. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one. Second and goal. Now Henry. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. To throw is Jackson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Comes Allen. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's Allen now on 1st. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take an 8. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night.